Hey guys, so I don't think I've done an intro for this video last week.
Flashback.
Speak, elegantly, beautifully, but, But if I do make a mistake, please forgive me. You don't need to ask for forgiveness at the very beginning. And even if you mess up, you just say, well, I am the master today. We missed some of the things, but now let's get on with it. Eden, you just need to be confident enough. All right? You will see some of us doing this at the end of some of the speeches. It is the silent clapping, because even when we clap here, you can't hear me. So we do this so as to show how well the speaker has done. So, Eden, remind people to be supportive and then to clap at the end of their speech. And I still have a lot to say, but I think time doesn't allow me. Please, Edward, if you can, please let me come back again. And I really enjoyed the whole meeting. But boys, hashtag don't be shy and hashtag you should be proud. Thank you very much. And then now I'll give the time back to Eden.
Thank you, Mr. And now, Mr. Eng is going to give us some closing remarks for today's meeting. So, Edward, please.
I realize I shouldn't stress too much because people just try to make fun of the Mr. thing. But anyways, just call me Mr. Eng. Anyways, and by the way, just one more announcement. You see actually someone here today, but he isn't taking any roles, and that's Michael. And Michael is actually an alumnus of the WYK. He has been participating in a lot of public speaking competitions and also I guess setting up a YouTube channel as well. So he's doing a lot of stuff related to public speaking. And he's here today because basically he is interested in helping out our C guys in public speaking. And he comes here to observe the meeting today. And basically what he will do in the next meeting is he will be our evaluator. And I'm hoping that he will give you a lot of positive and also constructive feedbacks based on the meeting.
1 week later.
So today is the second session of the Toastmasters Club at my secondary school, YK Eng College Kowloon. And today I'll be the evaluator of the prepared speeches. So I'll give some advice, hopefully useful advice to my juniors. And yeah, let's see what happens.
So if anyone who cannot hear me, you can join in with your phone audio, or you can speak through your phone audio. I don't know why I'm saying this, because if you can't hear me, you cannot listen to my instructions anyways. But yeah, so I'll just start because I want to keep up with the agenda. So welcome back, everyone.
Now I would like to invite Jordan Wong from 1Y to do his prepared speech on how friendship has shaped me. Jordan, please.
So you've all heard of friends, right? Anybody can be your friend if you develop a bond with them. But your true friends are those that care and worry about you. And I've met friends that have entirely changed my personality. And I was once, I'm gonna admit here, I was once introverted and afraid to speak. But now I've become a bit more easygoing and developed less stage fright. All because of two very important friends. These two incidents have greatly affected my personality, and I could never have gotten into these very rare situations without the power of friendship. And I probably wouldn't even end up here in this Zoom meeting without my friends. So you can take it from me and develop relationships with those that are still out there. And because they might just make a difference. They might just change your personality and make you become a better person for society. Thank you.
I would like to invite Ivan Yu from 1S to do his speech on Japan. Ivan, please.
Hello, I'm Ivan. Firstly, I want to introduce Japan. Japan is made up by 6,852 islands, and it has 3,070,000 square kilometers.
You could be given very important opportunity to make a speech that could impress your boss, impress your teachers to give you a good grade. And more importantly, you could impress your girlfriend to marry you one day. Now, those are the most important speeches in your life. The rule of three in a PowerPoint is not to have too many messages. In fact, I recommend no more than 3. And then if you can't have to put any words up there, no more than 3 words. People can't see and grasp so many messages onto a PowerPoint. Another thing I think very important, if you listen to somebody that a great speaker, they have passion about what they say. Strong passion. They really believe in it. They really believe what they say. When you hear someone who truly believes in what they say, it's more convincing.
Next topic is about why do we need friends? After knowing that what is friends, any volunteers?
6 months later.
Can I volunteer?
Sure.
Okay, nice. Let me try it once. So, guess everybody do have friends in their life, and I don't have to convince you why you should get friends in your life. If you want to, you can listen to Jordan's speech. He basically has this idea. But still, I do want to stress on the importance of how friends come to your need when you are in a situation where you don't know what to do. So, as you can see, why do we need friends? Sometimes friends might be someone that you have fun with. But at the same time, when you do have something that you don't know who to find, it is the friend who can comfort you, and he becomes the most important person in that particular time or throughout your life. Okay, back to you, Adrian.
Thank you, Mr. Tan. Okay, so we all know that friends is important.
Next, may I invite Mr. Michael Chong to give us the evaluation on the speeches 2, 4, and 6. Mr. Chong, please.
Yeah, just call me Michael. First speech, Jordan. And I have to say, you kind of remind me of like how I spoke when I was in YN, when I was first in YN in the debating team. I guess I sort of had a similar style to you, as in you believed, I feel like you believe you're convincing, and when you believe you're convincing, you are convincing, and that's how you sounded. That's the way you sounded, at least to me. You could use like a constant pace when you're talking about non-important stuff, but if you're gonna stress something, like this phrase you had at the end, you talked about how it's going to make a difference. I think a better way for you to do that when you use that phrase would be to slow it down. And that is what makes a difference. To me, if you used that sort of pace, you slowed it down a bit, that would make it way more impactful. And overall, I think you did great. Moving on, Ivan. I want to hear more about you. Why do we need to know about all those tourist spots? I want to know how those tourist spots relate to you, yourself. And that is something like Edward has talked about, Mr. Richard Chang has also talked about. We want to know about you. We want to make it more personal. How does this relate to you? If you just give a 3-minute speech and it's all about information, it'll sort of sound a bit, not exactly boring, but slowly but surely, like the audience will like shift their focus away from you. But if you could bring in more personal examples, audience would actually, I think, listen and be more attracted to you. And also, one tip is that please don't say this is the end of my presentation. There's really no need for you to say that. Yeah, and the same goes for actually Rocky as well. Imagining friends. I love stuffed toys as well, so I don't feel strange like you liking stuffed toys as well. I talk to stuffed toys all the time, and you don't need to say this is the end of my sharing as well. And overall, I feel you are passionate about your topic, but you don't really show it in the way you sound. You don't really sound like it. If you were at a competition and the adjudicator that day didn't have his morning coffee and he or she was feeling sleepy, then the way you sounded like you speaking monotone, that would sort of make them, the adjudicators will start losing focus on you. Even though your content was top notch, they might miss some of the key points that you mentioned. And you actually mentioned really good stuff, like really personal experience, like you talking with stuffed toys. I can relate to that. What up, Doug? What up, Pikachu? Doing good? Get out of the way, Doug. And I think a lot of other people here could relate to that. So, yeah, that's all I'll say. And I hope that will be helpful to some of you. That will be some helpful advice for all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael, for the great advice.
And also, like from Michael, please don't say that's the end of my presentation, because it looks like you're standing on the stage in a classroom and doing some projects, and then after that, this is the end of my presentation.
Don't say that even when you're sorry. Don't say that even when you're giving a presentation in class. Don't say that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Never say that. And that's okay. Thank you. Okay, so that's all. Thanks.
Now, I would like to invite Miss Amy Wan to give us a general evaluation of today's session. Miss Wan, please.
Some further suggestion I would give to Michael for you to further develop your delivery skills is that, first of all, maybe you may need to think more about the purpose of your evaluation. But sometimes maybe you think about only let the speaker to know what perspective they have to improve. Is this really the main focus that when we do the evaluation? May not. Because in Toastmaster, what we also want to focus is that we want to encourage the speaker to deliver more speech in Toastmaster. So we have to be more encouraging and try to appreciate the good sign of the speaker. It's also very important for them, and also comfort the speaker and let them believe in themselves that they can be a good speaker in the future. And the second suggestion may be similar to Edward. Sometimes when you thinking, you will just move your eyeball outward, and it's quite awkward and not really polite, or just make your outlook less attractive. So maybe next time you can try to avoid this kind of eyeball movements and try to control your eyeball to the audience in front of the camera. Okay, so I also very appreciate Michael to give us this kind of constructive feedback to the speaker.
I know everybody is wanting to lunch, so I'll just be quick. First of all, it's the best prepared speaker and best table topic speaker, and the best prepared speech speaker is Rocky, so yay! Yep. And our best table topic speaker is Jordan, so congratulations. Thank you for all the guests who has come today. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, I'm gonna close the meeting.
So that about wraps up today's sesh, and I learned quite a bit about how to, be a proper evaluator at a Toastmasters Club meeting. I mean, the juniors aren't the only ones learning. I mean, even I am, like graduates, and even like when I'm 40 years old, I'll be learning if I have the chance to come back and like help out or something. But that's it from me here. I hope you find this somehow interesting. It's always like, I always feel happy. I'm glad to I'm more than honored to go back and help out my juniors, since I have a lot to thank my secondary school for. So I'm always happy to go back to help now that I've somehow matured or grown, or maybe not. But anyways, until my next video, I will see you guys later.